dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jimnasium. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Fucking go!
That is for the hype that is the UFL. We're halfway through the season. As always, it is Ernst Dreamsicle, a.k.a. Chase, Lupine Fiasco Sesums.
Yes.
I thought I'd give you the little bump there, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. It's already been a long week on Tuesday. Just kind of soldiering through a busy week with the Kentucky Derby.
That's always a good sign. That, like, by Tuesday, you're just like, God, can this, like, you're enjoying your work, but you just want it to be done.
Yeah. And there's so much like changes like during the course of the week. Like the horse that I think I was like settled on as my long shot pick to win it like scratched today. So like I'm back to square one and but blessed to be busy with content.
Sexiest horse, Chase, go. Sexiest horse, go.
Forever Young.
The name sells it. I looked at pictures beforehand. I'm glad you said Forever Young.
Yeah, Japanese horse.
It's a good-looking horse. Why can't you quit Japanese horses? That's my real question for you. Is why can't you quit the Japanese horses?
They look so good. They just always they look good. They work out different. I like the way that they work out. This one just smashed in the UAE Derby. Just absolutely smashed. It's a little bit different than the other ones. It runs from a little bit further off the pace. So I think that Forever Young is a sexy pick and a sexy horse.
So Chase, how much did you follow the NFL draft?
A little bit.
Okay, so based off of our both little bit following the NFL draft, I'm going to go the way the NFL has it through their website, and I want us to give grades on all of these teams drafted. I'm not saying any picks. I'm just going to say the team. And you have to go based on feeling and remembering who they drafted. Give it a grade of A through F. Arizona Cardinals.
A.
I gave it a B plus. Atlanta Falcons.
C.
Yeah, I gave it a C as well. Baltimore Ravens. I feel like they just get an A every year somehow.
I agree.
Buffalo Bills. B minus.
C plus.
The only thing I remember is them trading away and then giving the fucking Chiefs the fastest receiver.
Yeah.
Carolina Panthers. I'm just gonna go ahead and probably say D.
I'm gonna say D minus.
I will say this: Xavier Leggett. If you've seen interviews with him, love him.
Okay, that's fair.
Love him.
That's fair.
Chicago Bears. A.
A.
Cincinnati Bengals.
C.
I don't
remember.
I couldn't tell you one player the Bengals drafted.
Me either.
Cleveland Browns. Actually, same thing. C.
Yeah. Sounds fair. Sounds fair to the teams of Ohio.
Dallas Cowboys.
Don't remember.
C.
They didn't pick Micah Parsons this year or anything. I don't think so. C.
They did get a guy from Western Michigan. I'm bumping that up to a D. I'm bumping that from a C to a B minus.
Okay.
Denver Broncos. I'm gonna give them a D. I do not like Bo Nix.
Me either.
Detroit Lions. A minus.
Yeah. Okay.
Green Bay Packers. I'm gonna just probably roll with a B.
They seem to draft pretty consistently. I'll say B minus.
Houston Texans, I'm still riding high from last year. We're going to roll with an A.
I'll give them an A minus.
Indianapolis Colts. B, I guess.
I'm trying to remember who they took when they could have taken Cooper DeJean.
They took Latu. Oh, they also took Adonai Mitchell.
They took the edge rusher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say C.
That's fair. That's fair. Jacksonville Jaguars.
They've drafted pretty well recently.
They-
I'm gonna give them a C plus.
I'm gonna give them a C plus. I'm gonna bump it up to a B because they took an Arkansas player.
Who they take? Cam Little.
Yes, sir.
Kid can kick a ball.
Oh, speaking of Arkansas, though, do you feel a little betrayed that KJ's going to UCF?
No, because I thought he was going to Auburn. So
This is the better of two evils.
better of two evils. Yeah.
Okay. Chiefs, I'm gonna give an A.
Yeah, that was a win for them.
That's a fucking win. I don't care what else they had. Las Vegas Raiders, I'm gonna give like a B.
Who'd they get?
They got Brock Bowers, dude. Yeah. They
So
already
they've
have like a stud tight end, but still.
got Baby Gronk and Brock.
Yeah.
A.
Chargers. I'm gonna go.
It's like they took like a generational talent at tackle.
Joe Alt.
Yeah.
Joe Alt's gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them a B.
I'm gonna give him a B as well. I think they still could probably have used more. Like they got some receivers later, but probably could have used more.
Yeah.
Rams.
F.
They usually do pretty poor in the draft. I'm gonna give like a D. Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna give a solid.
I'm convinced
B.
they still don't have draft picks.
The Rams.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. The Miami Dolphins. They seem to get everyone through free agency. I'm just gonna give them a C.
That running back room is going to be crazy because now it has Mostert, A-Chain, and they just drafted Jalen Wright out of Tennessee.
Yeah, it's gonna be freakish.
It's just a freak show back there. Vikings, I'm gonna give a D. We're not big on
JJ McCarthy.
Here. Yeah, JJ
Yeah.
McCarthy.
D minus.
New England Patriots.
Traded up. Wait, traded up to get
actually,
JJ McCarthy.
F. Patriots. They got Drake May.
I don't know how to feel about it. I'm not sure if I'm convinced with Drake May. Like,
he also has no one to throw to.
Yeah, they haven't had anyone to throw to for years.
C plus. I'm higher on Drake May than you might be, so I'm gonna go with C plus.
They, as an organization, draft really well in the late rounds. He said, knowing that Tom Brady exists and with just like the coldest take.
Also, they did get another quarterback. It might not be Drake May as the starter. Do you know who their other quarterback is?
Who?
One Joe Milton from Tennessee.
Ooh.
Throws a good deep ball. Throws a really good deep ball.
Throws a very good deep ball.
Throws a fucking dog shit awful short ball, but
True.
Throws a really good deep ball. And who else did they fucking get? Never mind. That's it. The New Orleans Saints.
C plus.
I'm gonna give a B. I mean, maybe other people weren't as high on him. I'm very high on Kool-Aid. I think Kool-Aid will be like really good.
Oh, I didn't even realize we got Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Kool-Aid. Plus, it's always just awesome to have someone named Kool-Aid on your team.
Right?
You ever jealous of Eric because his dog's name is Kool-Aid?
A little bit.
A little bit here, too. Yeah.
The New York Giants. I'm going to give a C minus. They still have Danny Dimes.
I'm going to say they drafted okay. No, I'm not. I'm going to give him a C minus.
Blake Neighbors is sick, though.
Yeah, he is.
Something about them LSU wide receivers. Something in the water down there in Baton Rouge. The Jets.
They got what they needed. I'm still skeptical. I feel like one offensive lineman isn't going to fix the problems that they had. I am going to, Jets being Jets, give the Jets an F.
They really did only take one offensive lineman. They took one offensive tackle and then a bunch of skill positions. And a quarterback. They got Jordan Travis.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The Philadelphia Eagles, I gave an A minus to.
A plus.
Really good. They got Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
I also like Quinion Mitchell.
Cooper DeJean, the white machine.
And that is it.
We did it.
For the draft.
We did it.
Now, Chase, I want to do a quick look back. I've just been asking people everywhere I go. We're halfway through the UFL season.
Sure.
Give me your take. Give me one take on the first half of the UFL.
Dominance and disappointment, Jim. Dominance and disappointment. We've got some very dominant teams that have started to show themselves. We know who the two dominant teams are.
Yes.
The rest of the teams are just kind of, there's no one really teetering on mediocrity anymore. They're all starting to except for maybe the Brahmas.
I would say we've definitely split it up into distinct tiers.
Yeah.
Where you have the Battlehawks and Stallions firmly atop.
Right.
In their own tier. Then, like, the Brahmas, and then on the lower part of that tier, the Panthers. And then even lower on that part, because I still think they're better than the other teams, because they played and they have been better, is
sure
DC at the very bottom of that tier. And then, like, Houston, Memphis, and Arlington are all at the bottom tier.
Yeah, that's fair. But there are more teams at the very, very bottom than there are at the very top or in the middle, you know?
Correct. I think the only two middle teams I would like say are safely middle are San Antonio and Michigan.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, man. And so it's not quite as exciting with the teams that you know that are completely just out of it at this point.
Not theoretically, because I believe Mark Thompson, running back for the Houston Roughnecks, outlaid a plan for how the Roughnecks could still make the playoffs.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But we both know snowball's chance in hell, pretty much.
Yeah, they need to basically win out and have Michigan and Memphis lose at least one or two more games.
Which, I mean, Memphis can definitely lose one or two more games. Michigan could lose one or two more games. But still, it's highly implausible. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we're just kind of dragging our feet towards the inevitable of St. Louis and Birmingham. That we're like, it's like, can we just go ahead? Like,
yeah,
you guys just hurry up and fuck sort of thing, you know?
And we'll get like the little foreplay when they play in the regular season.
Right.
But it does feel like we're on a collision course for that to be the championship game.
And so we're starting to see like truly beaten teams, like people getting that ass kicked. Like whereas it had been
bad.
Yeah, whereas it had been tight in a lot of these games, like we finally started to see people get that ass smoked. Smoked cheddar, the ass getta. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It was bad. Like, we're really seeing the separation start. One take, like, previewing take for the second half of the season.
Dynasty.
You think the Stallions get it?
I think the Stallions might do it, man.
That defense is so good, dude.
That's it, man. Is the defense is so good and the offense is just good enough.
The Brahmas are going to sneak in there, but I just don't know if they have. I mean, they've been in a lot of tight games.
True.
My thing with that, maybe it's just because I've known him for so long and been burned so many times. Adrian Martinez is kind of cementing himself as the starter for the Stallions, and he's been doing really, really good this season.
Right.
He's gonna let him down when it hurts the most.
I'm not sure if that defense will, though.
That's the thing. I don't know if the defense will.
That's by the way, did you get your money?
So he talked to me during the stream. He just wants me to buy a bottle of liquor and do shots with him on my next stream. So even more drinking for me.
That's
Don't worry though. I'm tweaking the wheel this week. There won't be as many like drinking things on it. Also, you weren't here for the end of that stream, Chase, on Sunday. Landed on Speed Smoke a cig.
Yeah.
Didn't go. I got Nick sick.
Did you throw up again?
Almost, but the room was spinning.
Yeah, the room is. Oh, okay.
It was like super dizzy. My head hurt. Like, I just tried to smoke a cig as fast as I could. Not a good idea.
Doesn't end well usually.
No, really not good. Now, Chase, is the time of the show where we go through all the news articles. And this time we didn't just use ESPN. We used a bunch of different ones. We're still starting with ESPN, though. Angel star Mike Trout needs knee surgery for torn meniscus. I feel bad for Mike Trout.
I feel bad for Mike Trout too. You know, he has a Little Rock connection.
Really?
We used to be the Angels AA affiliate, so he spent time in AA Little Rock for the playing for the Arkansas Travelers.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him, and I feel bad for people that are just generally fans of baseball that have to, like, he's been stuck on the Angels, and he's one of the more exciting players in baseball.
And he's been injured for like years now. It feels like I don't know how many games he's played in the last few seasons, but it's not a lot. So it's for someone who is like touted to be the very next Mickey Mantle, he's
Angels adjacent, kind of. We go over to CBS, whose top story was Shohei Ohtani. I'm just reading the headlines, by the way. Shohei Ohtani interpreter scandal. Money allegedly stolen was funneled through casinos.
The money stolen by casinos, do they mean the Yakuza?
I'm assuming they mean the Yakuza.
It's got to be the Yakuza, right?
Was funneled to an illegal bookmaker through casinos in California and Las Vegas. But as we've discussed on this show multiple times, the Yakuza are far-reaching.
The Yakuza have their mitts and everything, man. If you're not familiar with the Yakuza, the Italians have something similar to it called the lesser-known Italian Mafia.
It's so crazy to me when I see this guy's wagers. Between December 21 and January 24, he allegedly placed 19,000 wagers, averaging about 25 bets a day. Which is...
If I die, don't let anybody go through my wagers.
That's like... Dude, I don't know if I go through 25 bets a day.
With sports, that's hard.
Yeah. These are sports. These are all sports bets. That's a problem.
There are horse racing people out there who are like, what?
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Could you imagine making like 25 like baseball, basketball, and like football bets every day?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't follow anything that's going on right now close enough to even feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Making any sort of wager on anything.
Up next,
outside the UFL.
Yes. Up next, Associated Press. Vinicius Jr. leads Real Madrid 2-2 draw at Bayern Munich in Champions League semifinal. Nice.
Way to go.
Don't know who that is. I do know who both Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are. So good for us on at least knowing that.
Hey, and you know what else we love? Draws.
We do love draws.
Love a good draw.
Up next, Chase. This is from USA Today. I don't know why this was in the sport. Oh, it's because it's Bill Romanowski, wife filed for bankruptcy amid DOJ lawsuit over unpaid taxes.
Oh, Romo. Oh,
Sick.
Romo.
Sick, dude.
That's way to go, guys.
Apparently, they owe the U.S. government millions in unpaid taxes. Yeah, probably pay your taxes.
Probably pay your taxes.
Use a nutrition company they founded to skirt tax obligation, owes $15.5 million in back taxes.
You know that's a steroid front, right? That's got to
100%.
100% got to be a steroid front.
Up next, the 2025 way too early mock draft. I just want you to think. Just give me the top 5 that you think is in this mock draft.
I couldn't do that.
Number 1.
I can't.
Okay, give me your take then.
Idea.
Give me your. Okay, give me one word take on this early mock draft. Number 1 to the New York Giants, Carson Beck from Georgia.
Quarterback
From Georgia, yeah. I guess Danny Dimes just blows up this year and they have to go quarterback.
I guess so. Okay.
Patriots select Luther Burden from Missouri, wide receiver. He is a good fucking wide receiver.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Broncos, Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle, Texas, whatever. Titans, James Pierce, edge, Tennessee, who fucking cares. Panthers, Will Johnson. I'm going for the next. Travis Hunter to the Cardinals.
Travis
And they're
Hunter.
saying
Oh, dude, that would be sick. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Travis Hunter.
that would be sick. And
That
they
would be
said
really
they're
sick.
saying Shadur to the Raiders. Shadur Sanders goes in the top 10. He goes to the Raiders.
We'll see.
Quinn Ewers they have to the Seahawks.
I feel like does Shadur feel like Bronny James to you, except like Bronny James isn't like as good at basketball as LeBron
Shadur's at
thinks he
football.
is. Yeah, Shadur is at football.
Shadur's like, yeah, they do feel very similar. Shadur is just way better at football than Bronny James is at basketball.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yes. Okay, up next, Chase, we go to Bleacher Report. Speaking of which, though, Lakers LeBron James undecided about his future amid NBA rumors after playoff exit.
I swear to God, he's gonna hold some franchise hostage and be like, "Listen,
He will.
You draft my kid, and I'll come."
Yep.
Because right now, like, he's not even projected to be a draft pick.
He's not good. I think he's going to Duquesne.
Is he going to go to Duquesne next year?
So I just talked about it with a couple guys. Shout out Maddie and Luke on the Sports Hole.
Yeah.
It'd be very funny if LeBron went back to Cleveland
Yeah,
and then they get Bronny Jr.
that would be pretty good.
Because
That would
I
be-
think since he left the first time for Miami, I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers have won a series without LeBron, like a playoff series.
You know how every movie with like medieval movie with a king, there's always just like a punk ass prince
Yeah.
who's just not
Bron-
fit to be king.
You think Bronny James would be that punk ass prince?
I think he might be.
Does he? I've never heard him speak in an interview. I don't know if he has like a douchebag attitude or not. Probably
I don't
does.
either. He could 100% be just a lovely kid. Like I don't want to talk. I don't know enough about him to talk.
But
this
he could
ill of him.
easily be a huge douche.
He could, yes, 100. Like
And
your
honestly,
dad
I
makes
wouldn't
that
blame
much
him.
money. Come on.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah. You'd be like, well, I mean, his dad is LeBron James.
Like, I don't blame Shadur Sanders for coming across like a douche. I
yeah,
know.
his dad is prime because
That's
Prime is
fucking-
kind of a douche.
Prime's a douche. Deion's
Prime's
a douche.
Yeah,
But
man.
you know what? I'm cool. I've accepted it's what it is.
It's the kind of douche we like.
Next up, Deadspin. Illinois' Coleman Hawkins enters transfer portal amid draft prep for basketball. This is basketball.
See,
Their
that's
top
how-
story was college basketball.
Okay, who is he? Coleman Hawkins.
Coleman Hawkins, he is a.
Was he the one that was?
He's the
accused-
big for Illinois.
Is he the one that was accused of rape?
Ooh, I hope not. I don't think so. Right now, he's just in the NBA draft.
Oh, well, that's my bad. They had a player. Remember, they had a player who was under investigation.
I don't know how this works with the whole transfer portal. Like, does he enter the transfer portal, and then if he doesn't get drafted, he's back at Illinois or something? I don't know how it works.
No, I think he enters the transfer portal. Well, yeah, like
He's in the draft. He's like, he says he's going to do the draft.
Yeah, but in college basketball, you could put your name into the draft, get evaluated, then you have until a certain date to pull your name back out. I know, like, this is the NBA draft is a foreign concept to you, a Nebraska basketball fan, but let me tell you, as someone with a storied tradition of basketball players, yes, you can put your name into the draft to get an evaluation, see where you stand, and then usually if you don't find out that you're a lottery pick, like you're back in.
But why go to the transfer portal then?
Because, I mean, it's just like he's coming back. He's just not coming back to Illinois. You know, he can come back. He's just not going to come back to Illinois when he comes back.
He still could come back to Illinois, too.
I guess that as well. I guess it's you want to have options, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's just giving him. Yeah, you're probably right. He's just giving him options.
If you think about it, it's kind of like he's being a free agent who can sign with like a minor league team with like, you know, the NIL money he can make. So
yeah.
So if the NBA doesn't pan out, he's going to go to the highest bidder and
it's
college sports.
It's got to be something with the rules because he's quoted as saying, with the recent NCAA rule change regarding grad transfers and the May 1st deadline approaching, entering the portal gives me the best chance to protect myself in those instances and maximize my opportunities as I go through the pre-draft process.
Yeah, that sounds fair. It sounds
Cool.
smart. I mean, that's technically what Bronny James is doing right now too. He's in the draft portal, but also his name's in the NBA draft.
Okay. And last, we go to Outkick, whose top story that I could find, Sting and Eminem are headlining USGP, and some fans are not happy about it.
What is a USGP?
US Grand Prix. Yes, Formula One.
Sting...
The Miami Grand Prix is this weekend, but it's in the United States Grand Prix. Some fans are the oldest. Okay, they get Sting and Eminem to headline.
Oh, so just two of the world's biggest stars.
Yeah. What's the issue?
Like, it can't be that people are outraged by Eminem. Like, Eminem's been around for like 20 years now. Like, we can't really be out. No one's really outraged by Eminem.
Now, here's
anymore.
what it is. Well, some fans were pretty pumped. Other fans were disappointed. So this is what bullshit reporters do to pad their fucking website and everything. While some fans were excited, others were not. So, like, there was probably just, like, 16 people on Twitter that were upset.
Yeah, that sounds
and then
right.
You could just make an article about it.
Yeah. Welcome to the game, Jim.
I've done a little bit of writing, but I'm not big on it. That's your sports headlines.
There we go.
Any other takes, Chase, before you go back to your dungeon of horse prep?
No, none. Just I'm gonna sleep for a while and then start doing it again.
I respect that. I respect the grind. This man puts his effort in.
I give my all. I grab the air when I sing. You know what I'm talking about? Like I give it.
I like that. It feels heavy.
Yeah, when you know it's for real when you grab the air.
Yeah, whenever singers go like, ooh.
Yep. I saw something on Instagram earlier that was like, that's the problem with R&B is nobody grabs the air when they sing anymore. Like Boyz II Men were some air grabbers.
It does feel like the 90s to like early mid 2000s was prime R&B.
Prime air grabbing era.
Yes. All right, folks, that'll do it for this episode of the Jim. We'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye. I will have the mid-season report up online for the UFL coming out this week. Be ready. Be ready, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye, everyone.